Sanctions amplify this collapse, but they're not the sole cause. Years of economic isolation have created parallel markets, smuggling networks, and shadow economies that benefit a small elite while draining the formal system. As the currency collapses, these informal structures grow stronger, hollowing out the state from within. The government becomes less a national institution and more a manager of crisis, constantly reacting instead of governing. History shows that currency collapses often precede major political transformations. From Latin America to Eastern Europe, when money fails, systems change. Sometimes this leads to reform, but more often it leads to instability, authoritarian tightening, or fragmentation. In Iran's case, the stakes are far higher because of its size, population, and regional entanglements. A destabilized Iran does not simply reform quietly, it reshapes the Middle East around it. Neighboring countries feel the pressure first through refugees, black market trade, and security spillovers. Economic desperation drives migration, while weakened borders enable smuggling and arms flows. Fragile states nearby struggle to absorb these shocks, increasing the risk of localized conflicts turning regional. What begins as a currency crisis becomes a security crisis. The most dangerous aspect of Iran's currency collapse is not immediate chaos, but long-term unpredictability. When a state loses economic control, decision-making becomes erratic. Leaders may take greater risks externally to distract from internal failure, or clamp down internally in ways that provoke backlash. Either path increases volatility in an already unstable region. This is why Iran's currency collapse threatens to destroy the Middle East order as we know it. The current regional system, fragile and imperfect, depends on predictable power centers. Iran has been one of those centers, balancing rivals and anchoring conflicts within certain limits. As its economic foundation erodes, that anchor weakens, and the entire structure begins to shift.